Hey, how's it going, everyone? What is up? Welcome back to the channel and your daily dose of Mortal Kombat 11 news, leaks, and discussions. Hopefully the mic sounds a little bit better today when I say peace and everything else, because I now have a pop filter and a mic boom arm. I'm feeling more professional, everyone. Anyway, today we're going to be doing my wish list for Kombat Pack 3. As I've talked about over the past couple of weeks since Kombat Pack 2's come out, I do solidly believe that there is more content coming to MK11. And today I wanted to give my wish list, my favorite characters to return in Kombat Pack 3, the ones that make sense. Anyways, before we get into that in about 10 seconds, if you guys don't care to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave me a comment down below. I do these daily videos and I really appreciate it because it helps out the channel a lot. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this one. So characters are always a very touchy thing, especially in Mortal Kombat. DLC characters, you will get flamed for wanting one over another. And I know I'm going to have a lot of people that agree with me, and I'm going to have a lot of people that disagree with me on the characters that I want to see in Kombat Pack 3. But with that being said, starting out with my number one pick, and also the layout for this. The layout for this is, we're going to do 6 characters at the start, like a normal Kombat Pack, like Kombat Pack 1, and then we're going to do 3 characters at the end for like a Kombat Pack 2 and Aftermath type deal. But anyway, my number one character, the number one character for me to return in Kombat Pack 3 is Smoke. Smoke is hands down one of my favorite characters. Actually, I think along with Kung Lao, they are my 2 favorite characters in Mortal Kombat. And I'd love for Smoke to come back in MK11. MK11 has already brought Rain back. They brought Melina back. Smoke hasn't been Smoke. You can tell me Cyber Smoke is Triborg, whatever else. I don't buy that shit. Smoke hasn't been Smoke since MK9. We have not seen Smoke in a Mortal Kombat since MK9. And, I mean, human Smoke, whatever else. We need human Smoke to return in MK11. We got Rain. He was DLC in MK9. I'm extremely surprised they brought someone like Rain back, who was DLC in MK9, before they brought Smoke back, who's never been DLC before, period. It's very surprising. My number 2 character to return is Natara. I'm a huge Natara fan. I've gotten flamed by a few people saying, you're just a fake 3D era fan. No, I'm actually a pretty big 3D era fan. While I do think, like, most of the characters from that era are pretty lame, hot takes to get you canceled, I do think a lot of the characters from that era are pretty lame. There was some real bangers, and Natara is one of those characters. She's an awesome character with an awesome design and an awesome backstory that deserves to return in this new continuity started in MK9. We haven't seen a lot of characters from that era actually return. We've heard some hinted at, such as Havoc and Natara herself. Actually, Fujin was brought back, and Shiva was actually brought into MK9 as well. And to me, she's she got really popular in MK4, I think it was. So I'd really like to see another 3D era character as cool as Natara return to MK in MK11. The next character is, of course, Havoc. Havoc has been hinted at way too much in MK11 for this character not to actually show up as a playable character. It's really surprising he hasn't shown up already in Kombat Pack 2 or Kombat Pack 1 even, or even Aftermath. Like, it's really surprising the character hasn't showed up. Aftermath really did set up for this character, though, to become DLC. They either set up for the character to be DLC or set up for him to be a major part of the MK12 story. Either way, I've done a potential of for Havoc and Natara too, by the way. Go check the channel out for those videos. But I think Havoc could have some of the coolest gameplay that we've ever seen in Mortal Kombat with his special healing powers. I think it'd be really cool to see this character return in MK11, get that high def revamp, and get a cool new moveset. But we're moving on. I have to add these boys in here. I'm adding these characters as 2 separate characters because I do firmly believe that with the variation system, if these characters are added, they will be one package and they will get 1 extra variation, tournament variation a piece. So we'll end up with 4 variations, 2 variations for each character. I think they will group Sector and Cyrax together. If one is added to Mortal Kombat 11, the other will come, and I don't see the point in taking up 2 slots for these characters as they are so similar. Sector and Cyrax, I'm a huge fan of these characters. Ketchup and Mustard, you know, these characters are just really cool. They have really good lore, really good backstory, and they've always had fun games and fun gameplay in Mortal Kombat. I'd love to see these 2 characters return, and they were playable in, or not playable, but characters in the story mode with full movesets. We've even seen mods where these characters have become playable and they have full combos. So it'd be a shame not to see these characters come back, especially after the interview where they said that no more characters would be not be playable that have full movesets and that you fought in the story mode. And Sector and Cyrax are two of those characters, and they are still not playable. So of course we are sticking with the structure of Kombat Pack 1. So as much as you guys are going to hate it, I am going to add a DC character and then 2 guest characters to this Kombat Pack. Only because I'm sticking with the layout of Kombat Pack 1, and we're going to stick with the layout of Kombat Pack 2 when we get to the 3 character list spot. So with that being said, my character, my wish list character, not even the character that I think is possible, just the character I would like to see in Kombat Pack 3 as the DC guest character, is 100% Red Hood. Not only for the fact that he is one of my favorite characters in DC, he's an awesome character at that with an awesome backstory, but for the fact that Joker is in Mortal Kombat 11, and having Red Hood in Mortal Kombat 11 with Joker, and finally getting to see these two brutally brawl it out on the battlefield in a fighting game with gory-ass fatalities and brutalities, that is a dream come true for any Red Hood or Joker fan. I think this is perfect, a perfect addition in my head as far as gameplay, story, and fan service goes. I just really love to see Red Hood come to a game where he could shine like Mortal Kombat 11. And of course, the first guest character on this list is Ash Williams. Ash has been such a heavily requested guest character. And they've teased the character. Of course, we all know, if you guys follow the channel, if you follow any other YouTubers that cover news like Dynasty or even Rams, you guys know that Ash Williams has been pretty much delayed, and it is out there and pretty much confirmed that he's been delayed due to legal issues that have still yet, to our knowledge, to be worked out. So we know why this character isn't in the game. We're just hoping that these problems can be worked out by the next Kombat Pack release. Now, of course, they could have been worked out yesterday and us just not know about it, because they're not going to openly come out and say, hey, yeah, we fixed the legal issues, Ash is coming to MK11 in the next Kombat Pack. No, that is going to be a surprise. We'll find out when we find out when it comes to that. But Ash has definitely been one of the most heavily requested guest characters since Spawn, and Spawn has been since MK9. So this character, I really think he needs to show up in a Mortal Kombat game, and I do hope it's MK11. And of course, if you guys have been following this channel for a while, you already know my other guest character, the guest character that I really want, that kind of nobody else really wants in the game. I think the only other person that I know that actually would like this character is Brusque. And yeah, Michael Myers, man, I want this character in Mortal Kombat. We got Jason, we've had Freddy, we've had Leatherface. Where the hell is Michael Myers? We need this character in this game. We needed this character in this game yesterday. And I just really hope they finally add him in Kombat Pack 3. It feels like Mortal Kombat 11 would completely fit his playstyle. Jason could get away with the run button due to the reboot, the 2009 reboot where he ran in that movie. Leatherface, of course, he's always ran. Freddy just does whatever the fuck he wants. But if the next Mortal Kombat has a run button, Michael Myers would not make sense. We need Michael in MK11 because it makes sense and because he fits, and because we won't have to hear more shit than we're already gonna get if he's added to a game with a run button. If he's added to a Mortal Kombat with a run button, it's just not gonna make sense, and we're already gonna get more shit than we deserve. But you know, it would make even less sense, and we get even more shit then. I think Michael could be a really fun character to play as if they do him right and not give him the RoboCop treatment. I really think he could be a really fun character with some fun 50-50 mix-ups, setups, teleports even, this, that, and the other. You think about it when it comes to Michael Myers, and they can do it in Mortal Kombat. They did it with Freddy, they did it with Jason, and they did it with Leatherface. I just wish they would actually do it. And to give you my 3 characters, I'm going to keep it very short and very simple. My 3 characters would be Smoke, Sector, and Cyrax. Those 2 would be grouped together, as I talked about. And Ash, of course, over Michael, unfortunately, but I could deal with that. But yeah, it would be Smoke, Sector, Cyrax, and Ash for my 3 character combat pack, if we were going with the Combat Pack 2 route. But those are my choices, guys. Let me know what you think about them in the comments down below. I know some of you guys aren't going to agree with me. Some of you guys aren't even going to agree with me going with the actual layout of the combat pack so far with adding guest characters, and I'm going to get told stop talking about guest characters, and I'm just not going to, because that's the layout we've had so far. So I'm going to keep basing my layouts on their layout. But let me know your list in the comments down below. If you can, stick to the structure. Give me 3 MK characters, a DC character, and 2 guest characters. Try to stick to that structure, and if you even want to structure it like Kombat Pack 2, and give me 2 MK characters and a guest character, I'd like that too. Or give me just all of them in one comment. Just let me know the characters that you would like to see in Mortal Kombat 11 Kombat Pack 3. Whatever structure you want to give me, just try to stick with a realistic layout. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy my wish list and kind of predictions for Kombat Pack 2. I guess we'll just have to sit back and wait and see when it comes to it. We're still a little ways out from it, but that doesn't really stop us from speculating and, you know, wishing. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Huge shout out to my supporters, Master Vex PC, The Thinny, Sir D, Jay, Frank the Tank, H2O, and Ricky Laughlin. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you guys, and you help keep us going. But that's going to do it for me. I've been your host. My name is Tootin. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Again, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.